Today we're at Calabash Creamery in North Carolina, eating ice cream and learning about lactose. Stay tuned. You're watching Eating Cereal. Alright, ready, set, go.
Okay, it is.
Excellent.
Good luck.
Thank you. Alright, the kitchen sink challenge. Let's go. So, in today's episode of Eating Cereal, I will once again be trying an ice cream challenge, this time at Calabash Creamery in Calabash, North Carolina. I know I said this episode would be on churn rate. I'm just about done with the churn rate episode. I just need to go to Texas to film the last part of it. And I'm headed there this weekend. So that episode is on its way. So for right now, I am eating the kitchen sink challenge. It consists of 24 scoops of ice cream, every type of flavor they have, with every topping they have. It was a very tasty challenge. I really like ice cream, and I was kind of upset about losing the ice cream challenge in Michigan, so I wanted to get out there. I haven't beaten a restaurant food challenge since February, so I decided I need to go out there and beat one. In this lesson, I'll be talking about lactose and lactose intolerance. So sit back and enjoy the ride. Now, in today's discussion about lactose, we are once again going to be looking at this molecule with our molecular building kit. And this is the lactose molecule. And if you remember from episode 2, we defined the term disaccharide, which is a molecule composed of two saccharide units, two of these simple sugars, into a much larger molecule. So we have a glucose joined with a galactose. And these are both simple sugars. And this is very similar to sucrose, which was discussed in the diabetes episode. Sucrose is glucose and fructose, and the only difference with galactose is that the ring is 1 unit larger, and the molecules are oriented a little bit differently, but the chemical formula between lactose and sucrose is exactly the same. Now, lactose is found in many different dairy foods, including milk, yogurt, ice cream, and cheese. And if somebody's lactose intolerant, this is the molecule that is causing them problems. Now, lactose is broken down in the body just like sucrose by a process called hydrolysis, which breaks this bond and separates this molecule into two different saccharide units. The difference between lactose and sucrose, though, is that lactose is actually much more difficult for the body to break down, and it requires a special type of enzyme. Now, lactase is the enzyme that breaks down lactose, and once again, the molecule for lactase is a bit too complex to demonstrate with our molecular kit, so I'm just using this chip clip to represent the lactase. And the breakdown of lactose is basically in 3 different steps. In the stomach, that's when the breakdown just starts to happen, and some of the stomach acid is actually able to break down the lactose molecules. And then we get to the small intestine, which is where the lactase is produced. And the lactase is the most effective molecule at breaking down the lactose molecule. The other enzymes are able to break down the lactose, but they take a lot longer. And the lactose doesn't spend enough time in the small intestine for them to really effectively break it down for your body to absorb the nutrients from the dairy products. So that's where the lactase comes in. What you don't want to happen is for the lactose to make it all the way to the large intestine still intact. Because what happens is at that point is it is attacked by bacteria, which are represented by crushed red pepper here, and the bacteria eat the lactose molecules and produce hydrogen gas. And in addition, the lactose draws in moisture from around your body. So you have a lot of gas buildup in your large intestine, and it can be very painful. So if you produce enough lactase, you don't have to worry about this. But if you are lactose intolerant, as many people are, that can be a real problem. So now I'm going to demonstrate the lactose-lactase reaction. In both of these jars, we have about 20% milk, 80% water. And in this jar right here, we've added some lactase enzyme. Now, as we learned earlier, one of the products of the lactose-lactase reaction is glucose. And I'm going to use this diabetic tester to monitor the glucose level in both of these after we're done with the reaction. Now, the reaction works a little bit better at warmer temperatures, so I'm going to add some heat. Nice and warm. So now let's check the glucose levels. This is the one without the lactase. And it is too low to register. And this is the one with the lactase. 299. I hope you enjoyed this science experiment, especially the part where I lit the glass on fire. And that is it for this lesson. So thanks for tuning in.
Done.
Thank you.
Thank you. 30 minutes.
So that challenge went well. The ice cream was very good, and the people there were super friendly. So overall, it was a positive experience. On the next episode of Eating Cereal, I will be talking about churn rate, for real this time. And I've got quite a few ambitious episodes on the horizon. I'll have several episodes on fitness and a couple on brain exercises, and I will even work in an episode about football. So sit back and enjoy the ride. You've been watching Eating Cereal.